Welcome on the stream, and today I'm gonna continue with this project of stream remote controller with Zigbee with the Seed Studio Xiao ESP32C6 and main. And today it's gonna be a very short stream because we are continuing the installation of solar panels. So now today they are supposed to be connected to the main house wiring. So because of that I won't have power. So, and of course without power I can stream. So I'm looking at the camera over here, front door camera, to see when the solar panel guys will come, because I'm not sure when that will be the case. I don't know when I will have to end, but I will try to hopefully accomplish something before that. Arduino latest this thing. What is this? Oh, right. So I want to use switch, Zigbee switch. Let's change this. Not everything. Switch. And just so that it would make sense, let's change that to SW maybe, and this will be switch. And what are the different basic control commands? Light toggle, light on. Yeah, it is a bit weird that it will be a bit weird in the code that I will be calling light on, light off when I'm not controlling light. Okay, so I think that's light on. I don't want yet. I don't want to change the state of any kind of specific device. And actually I don't think I will want that at all. Like, I just want to send a new state of the switch itself and then process it in Home Assistant. Light off with effect identifier. Okay, let's do light on, light off. Do I have to add anything? Basic commands, light toggle. Doesn't look like I have to add anything. Zigbee switch, Zigbee functions, on Zigbee button. Wait, how does that function? Zigbee switch. Is there anything else than a switch? Like a Zigbee light, for example? On light state change. When is it executed? GPIO functions, enable interrupt, button function. on light change, ZB switch on light change, on light state change, on light state change. Allow multiple lights to bind to the switch. On light state change. So does it mean that light is supposed to report the state back into the switch? They say this is optional, but looks like this is not optional. On light state change. Where is on light state change? There is no on light state change. How about light? Okay, let's try that. So I don't need to add anything, I think. Where's switch again? Any kind of description? There was set manufacturer and model. Allow multiple bindings. Okay, no description. ZB switch, ZB start. Connecting to network, ZigBee connected. And here, this will be light, light on, light on, light off, light on. Do I have to report? Where is the example? Light toggle. Oh wait, that looks like I do actually have to bind it. When all EPs are registered, start the ZigBee with ZigBee coordinator mode. A ZigBee coordinator. I don't want to start it as a coordinator. Model, read model. Okay, looks like I don't have to report. So this is unnecessary. And then in here, light off. And hopefully it doesn't need to be bound. Maybe it does. The ini file is still modified, right? Yeah, right. Do I want to use Seed Studio platform? I don't, because this is outdated, right? So as Peresive 32, this will have to be underscore, underscore, and nothing. I think. Wait, and Espressive 32 it doesn't support the C6 doesn't support Arduino, right? Yeah, it doesn't support Arduino. I'm sorry. Okay, ini, let's change that to 3. No such file directory. Oh, great. Local share platform IO. I will remove this, this, and this. And maybe even this. Still no such file or directory. Hello, Atom. Yeah, short stream because we are installing solar panels, and today they are gonna be connecting the inverter to the house wiring, and to the electrical box. So I won't have power, and without power, I sadly can't stream. ESP32, I have a love-hate relationship with it. Right now I have more of a hate relationship. I don't have much love. Don't feel much love to it. Okay, again. Local share platform IO packages. Let's see in here, libraries. Yeah, for some reason this doesn't have Zigbee again. And when I change to C6, what is this? Oh, it doesn't support Arduino framework. Packages. Packages. Here, here. I don't understand anything anymore. Maybe it has to be platform IO, Arduino Expressive? Packages. I have to charge the battery in my cache today. I hope it goes well for me. Like, have to charge the battery in my. What would go wrong with something like that? Seems like pretty basic task. Like I mean, maybe you could short something and cause some sparks. But yeah, in general, there shouldn't be really any problem with like there shouldn't be any difficulty with charging the battery. My fear is that the battery will charge, but the started motor, which started the car, is stuck from leaving the battery dead too long. Yeah, sometimes with new cars, I don't think it's much of a I don't think there are many problems with older cars, but newer cars, I know that sometimes if you disconnect the battery, they don't like it. They very much don't like it. Like they can just unlink, unpair everything in the car, and you have to use some kind of special hardware, the kind of hardware that they have in car repair shops to actually link everything back together. Because you want to start a car and the radio doesn't work, this doesn't work. Like I remember one car, we were fixing one car that just completely blocked itself. We couldn't move it. The wheels were blocked and everything because of one sensor somewhere. I think below the pedal, maybe like clutch pedal, gas pedal, something. And like everything was working, everything was fine. It was just one faulty sensor, and even when we replaced that sensor, it still didn't want to work because it had to be paired. Because it doesn't work that you can just connect something and it works. It's like the cars are not that advanced, like PCs, for example. You have to plug something in and then pair it. So yeah, I guess sometimes doing anything with the battery can be quite not great, quite maybe not risky, quite annoying. Sometimes yes, it's a security feature. Security feature with the fact that security feature with what? With the fact that with my example, that car blocked everything because of the sensor. I don't see how that would be a security feature. Like disconnecting this sensor wouldn't cause you to like steal this car like easier or something. And it was also on the inside, so you wouldn't have any, like, before you would break into the car, you wouldn't have any access to it anyway. And also, I just at all don't see much of a point in like disconnecting the sensor to steal the car. Unplug the battery to turn off the alarm. Made it if you disconnect the battery, it will lock. Yeah, so you are talking about Brian about locking stuff with disconnecting in general. Yeah, but usually you just like if the car is locked, you just don't have the access to the battery anyway, and like sure you can break into like wherever the battery is located, usually below the hood. You can break into that, but like you can also just disassemble the car and take it take it with you in parts. So like I think so there should be a line between there is just no point in like further securing everything, and I think that locking that this solution of like unpairing everything or locking everything with the loss of power is crossing that line. But this you can be on already. Like as I said yesterday, I don't follow daylight savings, so for me this is just my normal schedule. I always start. Actually, I don't always start. I'm always late, but always intend to start at around 12:30 UTC, and it doesn't change with seasons because UTC is UTC. The triangle is complete. I am the only human that likes daylight saving changes. Why would you like that? And yeah, you are definitely the only human who likes that. So yeah, this doesn't work. Close that, Beanie. Let's go back to Seed Studio. I don't know, does that have Zigbee.h? This doesn't work at all. I think because I used to wake up at 6 a.m. and go to work. And that's the daylight at 6 a.m. and let's go, it was good things to daylight. Yeah, sure. But you can like just as well leave it at that time. Like you can just as well leave it at winter time. Like leave your time zone at winter time, and it will be the same. And also, we can just as a society we could as just a society not work at that time at so early in the morning. So yeah, why doesn't it work? Why doesn't it work? Post install not found. Wait. Again, now it's successful. And no such file or directory. Packages. Yeah, nothing new in here. And no ZigBee in here. So, how about Platform IO Espresso32? Platform IO. I think this one is different. Now it installed this. But there is still no ZigBee in here. Like, I definitely had ZigBee in here. What was the platform I was using for ZigBee? What am I using in here, for example? Was this working? This board doesn't support Arduino. This is Espressif32. Packages here. There is still no ZigBee. Is it not installing ZigBee lib? The problem is that there is no I can't install ZigBee lib because it's supposed to be a built-in package, and I'm dealing with platforms in here, like framework, the most basic, I'm dealing with just the framework Arduino itself, and in here there is supposed to be ZigBee, and depending on what platform I'm using, also ads started, so maybe I should wait. Depending on what platform I'm using, sometimes there is ZigBee, sometimes there is no ZigBee. What is this? Still here. So yeah, I'm trying to figure out the way to actually do something that would, wait, what? Oh, C3, C6. That would provide me with a proper ZigBee library. Let's see this one. No such file or directory. So that platform IO looks like it doesn't have ZigBee.h. Seed Studio looks like also doesn't have ZigBee.h. Delete it and reinstall. I was trying that multiple times. Like I was trying removing the framework and reinstalling it, and like sometimes it worked. At this point, I just don't know anymore which platform does contain ZigBee, because there is also a problem that that Zig, like this built-in Zigbee library, is even if it exists, it's very outdated. So it doesn't have all of the features that I want to use. Yeah, sure. Doesn't have all of the features I want to use. This is using this PIO Arduino. Yeah, it doesn't have all of the features I want to use, but like right now I can't even figure out which platform contains this outdated Zigbee library. Right now, just like nothing contains Zigbee library. Like I was trying to do this, and this pulls the newest, I think the newest release of Arduino framework for Espressif32, but then then always something else breaks or something else doesn't work. So I was trying to also pull this, and then pull this, and then fix. And then also this toolchain, and then fix some like rich click install rich click with Python, because this was missing. And yeah, like there is always something else that breaks. So I just gave up on this approach to modify the versions of all the platforms, because it just wasn't going to work. Let me connect the charger so I can double task. So yeah, this approach didn't work, and now I'm trying to like change the what is that? Zigbee endpoint. Change the type of the endpoint that I'm using to the endpoint that is actually that this outdated library does actually contain. But now I just can't find this outdated library. Like I don't understand anything anymore. Platform IO packages. Let's remove this. Remove platform, and try to maybe even Seed Studio. Yeah, maybe later. So yeah, remove this and try to use Espressif32 again. This is supposed to be underscore, and nothing. Source main. Has been installed. Now this is installing. And let's see, packages. Libraries, and there is no Zigbee. I have no idea how I actually managed to have Zigbee in here the last time. I should probably do notes about that. Like which one I was using. That would be helpful. Zigbee switch. Maybe I have to do this with the version. Platform IO Espressif32. Yeah, let's try to include the version. Maybe that was the problem, or that is rather the solution. What? Not this. Copy. Already up to date. Just to be sure, remove. Okay, packages here. Not this, this, and nothing. Maybe it was on C3, or maybe it wasn't. C3. I don't think it would really change. Packages. Okay, I connected the battery. I will check in about a few hours. Like we still have one car that has problems with battery, or problems with power. I don't think this is actually a problem with battery. It's rather that something is draining the battery, and we just can't identify what is draining the battery, or like what is the other problem. But yeah, in that car, I'm just driving with a spare battery. I was driving with a spare battery. So like if car would stop to work because the battery would be dead, I would just swap the battery. Sentences. No, it's nothing that simple. Okay, this still doesn't work. Platform ini. Did I do this with Seed Studio? As this. Studio. Still no Zigbee. I only have one car in my house. It is possible best to, if possible, it is always best to have two. Yeah, we have like probably like 10 cars, and usually only one of them works. Or, well, even like saying that one of them works is a stretch. Sometimes like half of them works. Like half of a single car works. Like I think I was already like saying that what is the usual state of cars I'm driving. Like I'm saying I'm telling my father that I have to drive somewhere, and and my father says like, oh, take this car or take or here you have the keys for the car, and I'm saying that in this car the clutch pedal doesn't raise, and my father said that oh, it's not a problem, you can just put your foot under the pedal and raise it manually. Like, why would you see a problem in that? Such a simple solution. Or sometimes my father was driving in a car with the bumper attached with a painter's tape. Okay, so this doesn't work. So nothing works. C6 also doesn't work. My car would die at a stoplight, so I had to pull it into neutral and accelerate the car to charge battery at stoplight. Yeah, and that car with the problems with clutch pedal, I think it was always if you held the clutch pedal for too long. So like you would be allowed to hold the clutch pedal for max maybe like 5 seconds, and after that it would just stay in the down position, and you would have to raise it manually. Terrible battery problem, so it would die of stuff. Huh. Charges the battery if you're at 2 to 3,000 revolutions. It seems kind of weird that it doesn't do it automatically. Like, it seems like an obvious design choice to have the car detect that it's running low on battery, and speed up the engine, I guess, the engine automatically to keep the power flowing. Oh. Like, what would be... What else can I do in here? This is just Arduino Sketch. So yeah, their like last resort is actually using Arduino instead of Platform.io, but I don't want to use Arduino. Just get it done. These are tools. Yeah, but these are tools that are uncomfortable to use. Like I don't want. It's not that I don't want to use Arduino because of some ideological reasons. Because like Arduino is open source, so it's fine. But for example, I don't like Arduino doesn't have LSP. If I open Arduino, where? Here? Yeah, Arduino. You could manually install library. What library? Like Zigbee library? No, I can't install it. I can't install it manually because it's like it's supposed to be built in library, and there is a reason why it's supposed to be built in library, because it should be unique for each microcontroller, because it's interacting with the hardware. Well, for each like family of microcontrollers. But I just don't think it would work if I tried to install it manually. So yeah, I can use Arduino, and this actually compiles, I think, in Arduino, or maybe it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Of course it doesn't. I think this is also outdated. Does Arduino have the library? Yeah, I think that in Arduino, the version, there is a newer version of this framework. I mean the this thing, the Espressif. What is the original home? Platform registry. Anyway, actually maybe it's here. Projects. Do I have it in here? Platform, Arduino, or Seed Studio, Seed boards. First look. No, I don't have it in here. But anyway, the version of the Arduino framework for ESP32, I think, is newer in Arduino than in Platform.io. Espressif 32 are Arduino. Yeah, this thing. Arduino ESP32. And the last release. The last release is 3.3.2. and I don't know what version does Arduino have, but the platform I/O is, I think, like 3.0 or something like that. And Zigbee stuff, I think, is pretty new. Zigbee. Yeah, extend switch EPs to get light methods. Zigbee, update add stop start methods and so on, add multi-state endpoint support. So yeah, this is the Zigbee support in this framework is pretty new. It's like actively developed, so if the or because the platform I/O has a fairly outdated version of this framework, the Zigbee stuff just either like it looked like yesterday that it was outdated, or like right now it doesn't exist at all. Like I have no idea how I managed to get to have some kind of Zigbee, some outdated Zigbee. Like I don't know. Maybe I was modifying something that I just don't remember anymore. My advisor would use Zigbee for his projects, so it must be good. Where was that? When was that? Because there are ways to use Zigbee outside of the like outside of the built-in hardware support. Like you can, I'm pretty sure, Zigbee Arduino module. Like I think that there are Zigbee modules for Arduino, so you can actually use external libraries to communicate with to add Zigbee functionality to your project. But I want to use ESP32C6, and somewhere over there I also have C3, and it has built-in Zigbee support, and I'm pretty sure the library like that wouldn't work with this built-in hardware support. So yeah, if they were using Zigbee years ago, then it was definitely some kind of external module. So it's not really relevant for my use case, for my situation. Optimize tools. Where is this get board info? Like manager, board manager, or something like that? Board manager? No, not this thing. When I learned ESP32, I attempted to learn the expressive. This is their lips for controlling the device. Learn the expressive. You mean the ESP IDF? Because there is something like that. ESP IDF. Because expressive is just the name of the company. And yeah, the ESP IDF is I think yeah, IoT development framework. So this is like kind of their own alternative to Arduino framework. And I tried to look into it, but it seemed too complicated. So like maybe I will have to actually use it instead of Arduino framework, but I don't know. Like everything with interacting, I did on the Raspberry Pi. What? Yeah, here this. I did on Raspberry Pi. It is too complicated. Like I mean, when I looked at the examples, they're doing very simple tasks, very simple stuff. Had a lot of first of all a lot of lines, and all of the lines were very long. So it doesn't seem very programmer friendly, very easy to write. And looks like we have another ad. You can install it, install all that on a Raspberry Pi. So you are just using Raspberry Pi as like a computer, as a computer. I could just replace this with ESP here. ESP IDF, and now IDF, and now it should actually work. It should be using this ESP IDF. I don't know if Seed Studio supports this, but Espressif 32, and now underscores. Oh, not this. C6. Yeah, source this II. You can install that on Raspberry Pi. I tried the code on my Windows OS machine. And yeah, SSH, I transferred the code to Raspberry Pi. So my IDE was on Windows. No much documentation. Like, sometimes it just doesn't change. Sometimes you just don't get a lot of documentation at all, even when the project is quite old. Okay, and now I do have everything. Like I have this, the some kind of config file for ESP-IDF, and then in here the CMake, and it normally it would also auto-generate the main.c file, but I already have main.cpp, so I guess it skipped that. But yeah, I can use ESP-IDF with Platform.io, and like maybe it works. I didn't actually try to run any kind of example on that, so I just looked at the examples in the browser and decided that they are too complicated, so I gave up. My Raspberry Pi had all the Express toolchain, and I use it to build the code, burn it on ESP Worm 32. Like, I love the ESP32 so much. It's still on my desk. Couldn't cut it right now. I have a lot of stuff on my desk. Sometimes I have some dangerous stuff on my desk, like exposed mains wiring. Okay, so I don't want to try that yet. But yeah, why did you use a Raspberry Pi for that? That is dangerous? Yeah, I know. Why did you use Raspberry Pi for that? Was in like installing all of the toolchains and stuff, and on Windows too complicated, or maybe not possible at all. If I mess up anything, I can easily reset it. Was your computer like too underpowered for a virtual machine or something? Okay, Arduino ESP32. So in here, like in libraries, there is Zigbee library, and it even has a lot of stuff in here. A lot of different, what was that called again? Endpoints. A lot of different endpoints, and the one I was intending to use was Zigbee binary. So this is, I believe, the like normal binary sensor that it like outputs outputs true or false as like some kind of whatever. But yeah, it just didn't exist in my in my version that I had previously, in my version of the library, and now even that version is gone. So like I don't know anymore. I don't know anything anymore. I still didn't actually manage to look into here. Manage libraries. To look at this, like maybe get board info. No. Board manager. It's this thing. Manage libraries. Serial monitor. Like there was something that's displayed as a window, as a separate window, and it had more stuff. Also, I could buy cheap SD cards for Raspberry Pi. You can make copies of SD card on your Windows machine. Yeah, you can also do all of that with virtual machines, assuming your computer is like powerful enough or not underpowered enough to actually run a virtual machine. And for that you don't have to buy anything. Because like I guess the that managed libraries maybe? No. I guess that SD cards are not super expensive, but I also wouldn't really call them cheap. They are not free, and everything that is not free is not cheap. Okay, I don't know how to use Arduino. Projects. Did I have maybe first look at... Is it this thing? Not this. Here. Okay, file, tools, board manager. Board manager. Tools, board manager. It's not that. I like to keep my machine super clean of stuff. Well, the virtual machine typically is just one file. So you can easily just remove that if you don't like that anymore. Unless you are talking about like actual virtual machine software, then like I guess. Then necessary that support microcontrollers. Oh, it was in here. Now I remember. Here, select other boards. I don't think it actually ESP32. I don't think it actually has more information. Maybe it has less information. Search ESP32. So yeah, this is actually 3.3.2. So it should be actually the most recent version. How do I close it now? Here? Yeah, but even if it actually worked, and it doesn't work, then I still have a problem that that it doesn't have LSP. So if I try to like write something, delay, like there are no auto suggestions, so it's super easy to make any kind of mistakes and stuff. And even though, oh, of course, I'm so used to Vim motions that I just can't use a normal editor, and even though I can actually open this within Emacs, so Arduino, I have this Ino file and I can open this. I can even turn on C++ mode. So I can actually edit this normally, but I still don't have working LSP. Yeah, not indexed. So, like it is like kind of last resort to actually use Arduino. But I would like to avoid that. And also Arduino is pretty terrible with any kind of with like actual setup of the environment. It just doesn't set up the environment. It's just the code itself, and all of the like all of the stuff like installing libraries and things like that you have to do yourself manually. Whereas Platform.io does have the platform IO section, and it does have all of the things like platform, the proper board, and also library dependencies, and so on. So just for the sake of sharing the project, I would like to have a platform IO project instead of Arduino project. Was actually started by being a student project. The guy from Arduino was an advisor. The advisor started manufacturing the cards, or the CRDCs. The advisor started the profit. Stole and profited the work and never gave the students any part of the company. It's I wasn't familiar with that story, and I guess it's not very nice. The student wrote all of that code using Arduino and URI2C. His idea was to make a development on AVR chips. Yeah, like AVR chips are like the basic, are the like original Arduino. Before all of this stuff like ESPs became popular. Huh. Packages, platforms. I want to look at the platform JSON again, and framework, Arduino Expressive Builder. Yeah, so this is the version. Framework Arduino Expressive 32. This is a pretty weird version. Did they maybe change the versioning scheme? Because now it's 3.3. What is this? Expressive. Can I look at just the numbers? Tags maybe? Okay, 3, 3, 1. No, now it's 2.0. So yeah, I don't even know what this version actually is. It seemed maybe it's like the Platform.io own versioning scheme or something. Maybe it's like modified version 3.2. Let me check my battery. I hear a sound. Your battery is making sounds. Is it supposed to make a sounds? Like, is it some feature of the battery charger? Because if it's not supposed to make sounds, then I guess it's not very good. It's like leaking electricity. Okay, this is bad. What is the version of Platform.io right now? PIO version. Okay, it's still 1.17. Because like yesterday I was also messing with the version a bit. Actually, 6.12. Let's check that. So this is one version to 6.12. Framework Arduino Expressive. Yeah, this is still the same version. Oh, as well. That's good. So I guess it did actually supposed to make sounds. I don't know what to do at this point. I wanted to try this, right? I didn't actually want to try this. I just decided that I wanted right now. Here to here. Actually, I will just edit this in Emacs in Eno. This one. Paste, save. So at least that is nice that it automatically updates. Verify. Hopeful. Of course, it doesn't work. How about C3? C3. Seed, no. Shell. C3. Wait, what? Shell C3. Okay. Now verify. This still doesn't work. What happens if I just try to use the example from somewhere. Like, let's see, let's say binary in here. And this is supposed to be Arduino, right? Oh, wait, still something else I like maybe have to do. Zigbee, where is Zigbee? There's no Zigbee? Sketch maybe? No. This, yeah, void set of void loop, so it looks like Arduino code. Copy, paste. C6. Let's try to compile this. So this is just the example code. I think it should definitely work. I hope it should work. And it doesn't. Tools, Zigbee mode. Oh, now I do have actually Zigbee in here. ED and device. Okay, it does compile. Is it maybe a problem of this? Because just a moment ago it didn't have this, there was no Zigbee in here. Or maybe that's because I changed the board. Maybe, I don't know. Let's try to go back. Now it actually compiles. I don't know, like there was no Zigbee mode before, and when it appeared it was disabled, so maybe that was the problem in here. Okay, switch. And this was the code for binary. So binary should actually work. ZP switch. Now where did I have the code for binary? Here? Okay, let's try to copy that. Not in here, in. Will this work? Okay. So I can at least compile compile my code now, compile the software, but I still have a problem that there is no LSP either within Arduino itself. It doesn't say anything, and of course, I instinctively press escape when now I messed up everything. Here. What is this? Like either here or here. Here the LSP also doesn't work. So I just have to write everything by hand and hope that I won't make any mistakes, which is not really ideal. But yeah, this works, like at least it compiles. So let's try to actually flash this. What does it do again? It creates a new binary, ZigBee binary. Then description, tries to connect and set binary input. I'm not sure how the connection works. How is it supposed to connect to the coordinator? But I'm pretty sure I don't actually have to specify the connection in here in any way. Like, I don't know. We'll figure it out when I get to the point of connecting the coordinator, of setting up the coordinator. Yeah, binary output, factory reset. Maybe I should have some kind of factory reset. If key press more for more than 3 seconds, factory reset and reboot. But anyway, let's try to flash this. Connect. I'm not actually sure how to flash this. If I have to press some special key. Port. I assume this. Upload. And now I have to upload manually with my mouse, which is horrible. I want keyboard shortcuts. Okay, looks like it's done. And I will leave that for later. Now we can figure out ZigBee to MQTT. I have this coordinator in here. The what was that called? What was the model number? This is SM Lite SLZB07, and it should be supported, it should be on the list of supported devices. So how to actually use that software? How to set up the coordinator? How does the coordinator work at all? In order to use Zigbee, you need to follow your hardware. I do have hardware, I think. One more Zigbee devices will be paired with Zigbee to MQTT. So yeah, I have a device, hopefully working Zigbee device right now, after flashing. Improve range, yeah, USB extension, installation instruction. Okay, install on Linux. So all of the instructions are for Debian-based systems. Can I actually install this? Let's see. Node git make libsystemd-dev core. What is CorePack? CorePack enable. Is it something that's what is this? Is that something that that exists on my system? CorePack? No. Maybe it's something from Node.js? CorePack? Maybe it's something specific to Raspberry Pi? I have to go outside to the cold now. Wish me luck. Okay, I wish you luck. What is this? CorePack tool manages package libraries and like npm on the Node.js project. Okay, so it is something specific to Node.js. Do I have Node.js? Node. I do have Node.js. So why don't I have CorePack? Maybe it's a separate package in Fedora? DNF search CorePack not found. Fedora and Node CorePack. Install Node.js, alternative versions. Core, there is no CorePack mentioned in here. Maybe it's not needed. Wait, Node version is the Zigbee to MQTT written in Node? Copy. TypeScript, yeah. What is this? Platform expressive. I don't need that anymore. PNPM. I don't know if that's something I have. PNPM. No. I do have. Yeah, I do have NPM. What is PNPM? PNPM. Is it like fully compatible with NPM? Okay, let's try that. MK dear. Do I have to do this in OPT? mkdir. Let's do this in the home directory, or maybe cd documents projects stream remote controller and zigbee to MQTT. No, I don't want to do that. Documents, projects. Okay, mkdir. Zigbee to MQTT. CD. No, not CD. This. CD, Zigbee. And now npm install frozen log file. I assume it's fully compatible, hopefully. I still don't know what this core pack do, what this core pack does. If this is something that's important. npm start. Starting without watchdog. df search npm and pnpm. There is something like that. Install and turn off the camera. Yes. Okay, so pnpm install, actually here p pnpm start. Initial build, onboarding. Zero. This doesn't seem like the correct address. Oh, it is. Found device. Maybe I should actually plug that in. It doesn't have any lights. Select device. Maybe start again. Okay, this thing. Ember. I think Z-Stack. MQTT, this will have to be different. This will have to be mqtt.home, and this will be mqtt. And I have to get a password somehow. From here. MQTT. Okay, I have to turn off everything, like, be right back. I guess be right back. And MQTT password. Like, I assume this this doesn't actually display the password in here, but just to be sure. Okay, this. Front end enabled. I don't know, maybe front end enabled? I don't know how any of that works. Submit, maybe? What's wrong in here? Error when starting, skipping bootloader, failed to start. Maybe it was actually supposed to be Ember. Let's try again. Start. Okay, select a device, this device, Ember, network. Oh, I don't know like how that works. What is this? It even remembers the password and everything, so that's nice. Submit. Still fails. Like, I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be actually ready, actually flashed and everything. Let's see, my purchases, ZigBee. Where is the description? Maybe I do actually have to do something with it. Adapter protocol version not supported by host. Oh, let's see. Adapter Z-Stack, I think. This is SM Lite. This is O2. So, Ember after all. Hardware. 07. 07 here. Like, what is this? What am I supposed to do with this? Is there maybe some kind of config? Where is ZigBee to MQTT? Config? TS config? I'm kind of surprised that the solar panels guys are still not here. Soon it will probably be dark. Running as a daemon, Docker, Home Assistant, Watchdog. Okay, here. What is my problem? Fails to start, fail to start ZigBee Hertzman. So this is the same. Error. Hertz. No. Anything else? Maybe protocol version. Version. Okay. Does not match host version. Ember currently requires firmware to be. You will need to upgrade adapter firmware. Check to post it here. Okay. Improved driver, experimental. Is there some like step-by-step guide? Where is the stuff I'm supposed to look at? Yeah, they are just linking to the entire discussion. First two posts. Okay, first two posts. This and this. Or like first two posts, they mean including the original discussion, or first two replies? The Ember driver now recommend. Ember driver is now recommended way to use Ember ZNet based adapters. How to start testing. In your ZigBee MQTT configuration YAML. Where is configuration YAML? Docker this data. No. Configuration YAML. Okay, and serial adapter Ember. Serial adapter Ember. Okay, so that's correct. RT. Wait. Here. True. And this is also true. So do I have to... Oh, and my password leaked, or whatever. I will have to change that later. True. To be honest, it's not like you can really do anything with it, because it's like only local access, only on a local network. But still, I shouldn't probably have it dangling in here. Configuration, okay. Now, let's try that again. This. Submit, and it still fails. Protocol version not supported. Okay, so looks like I definitely have to actually update that. Flash latest firmware. C Labs. Is that the company? It doesn't say anything like that on the packaging. But yeah, this should be. I think this is supposed to be my adapter. '07. Connect. How does it work? This page allows you to flash base directly from your Chrome-based browser. Okay, it is Chrome-based. The Qt browser is Chrome-based. Oh, most recent version, if you want to. How goes the progress? So I don't know when you left, but the platform or Arduino IDE is in fact able to compile this code with ZigBee binary, because it does use the latest version. Where is that boards? It does use the latest version, 3.3.2. So it is able to compile that, and I even flashed the code onto the microcontroller. I still have a problem that I don't have LSP, any kind of LSP, either in here or especially in Emacs. So I just have to write very carefully and hope that I won't make any typos. But anyway, now it's like this basic. It's not really an example. It's basic testing sketch is flashed onto the microcontroller, and now I'm LSP, language server protocol. It's this thing that well, in here somewhere. Maybe energy monitoring here. So language server protocol is this thing that that does this, like all of that. This is LSP of the auto completion and stuff, and this is something that is not available either in Arduino IDE, the default IDE in here. And even if I open this file in Emacs, so I can actually edit this in Emacs, it still doesn't work. Because there is no environment from which LSP could determine all of that stuff that it's supposed to display. So yeah, I just have to write everything manually by myself without any help, which is quite horrible, but I guess at least it works. At least I am able to write something. So now I'm working on the receiver end. I'm trying to set up the Zigbee to MQTT. So I have the adapter in here. Here I have the adapter. This is SM Lite SLZB07. This is Zigbee adapter, and it's supposed to work with Zigbee to MQTT project. So this is supposed to, I think, work as a one of those special Zigbee gateways or coordinators, or like however that all works. So yeah, this is supposed to be the receiving end, so that I can actually connect the project to so I can actually communicate with something from that microcontroller. And I'm trying to set this up, and maybe I'm not really failing completely. You didn't select serial port because it was missing. Wait, what? If you didn't select serial port because SM Lite was missing, serial port was not selected. So I tried to start this project, and it says that adapter protocol version is not supported by the host, and looks like it means that I have to update the firmware on this adapter, and I'm trying to figure out how to actually do this. And supposedly you should be able to do this from this web page. Connect for your device below. Make sure user is added to. I'm pretty sure I am added. Groups. Dial out. Maybe it doesn't work on Qt browser, or maybe I have to disconnect that. Connect this again. Retry. No. Okay, copy. Let's try to open Chromium. Paste. Connect. Okay, so it's just not supported by Qt. It's just not supported by Qt browser. Connect. Is it doing anything? Cancel. Okay, close. I don't need this anymore. Close. Let's open another Chromium. Paste. Okay. Looks like it just didn't work in the smaller view for some reason. Upgrade to 744. I think that's correct. flashing for 7-4. Okay, upgrade. It's nice that I do actually have Chromium installed in here. Okay. It said that that it was successful, right? Let's try that again. Start. Select device, this device. Submit. Started. Okay. Something is happening. Now I will try to plug in this microcontroller. I'm just plugging it into power. Let's see what happens. If something will happen. Reset. I'm not actually sure how you are supposed to connect that. How connecting ZigBee stuff works. It said payload. Where? Like this? Nothing is appearing in here. Okay, installation, adapter settings, ZigBee network maybe. This is, yeah, configuration, front end, usage, yeah, usage, allowing devices to join. This is not very helpful. ESP32, Arduino, Zigbee 2 MQTT. Maybe there is some like specific way you have to connect. Network close. What was my code again? It was in here. Let's see. Zigbee connected. Zigbee begin. Zigbee failed to start. Rebooting. Actually, I should probably try to connect this to the computer, see the output. I feel like today's short stream is not that short. Okay. Arduino, or maybe this PIO monitor, yeah, device monitor. Resource temporarily unavailable. Wait, maybe this is not the correct. This is probably the adapter. Let's see. LS def TTY USB 0. Yeah, I still have USB 0, and now it's just not appearing at all. I can't really disconnect my keyboard to check that with this cable. Actually, so this works. USB 0. Or actually, how about this one? Yeah, it will probably be this. ACM0. PIO, device monitor. How do I specify the device? The device? Def TTY AMC0. No. Monitor H. Probably something like -D. No. Directory. How to target maybe? Port. Number or device name. Let's try port. P dev TTY. This. Okay. And looks like this just completely doesn't work. It should be connected directly to the computer. You are talking about microcontroller? Yeah, I know. And it is. Though usually it doesn't actually have to be. Now it's not this one. Okay, so this doesn't work. Failed to start the ZB storage partition. Oh yeah, there was this this like partition thing. Storage partition. How to specify that? Maybe I can actually specify that in... I don't need this anymore. CD here. Maybe I can specify that in tools. Upload port partition scheme. No, maybe this. Defaults, ZigBee. What is this? ZCZR. Let's try the first one. Tools, port. Okay, it detected it properly. Upload. Now permit join. Does it work? Connecting network. What is this? Oh, join converting. Definition has not endpoint defined. What? What is the problem in here? Unsupported. Okay, that should be fine. Maybe it's the problem that that I don't specify the manufacturer and model. Maybe I do actually need to specify that for this to work. Support new devices. Process of adding support for new devices through temporary external converter. Okay, I didn't actually clock in. Don't need that anymore. Projects. I didn't actually clock into that. Now I will save that, because that's definitely the next step I have to do. And also something I wanted to try, like let's say this. Can I do multiple org mode captures? Okay, so this is the last one, and this is the previous one. Okay, looks like it works. It may require entry protocol. Looks like I have to add my own custom device into the ZigBee to MQTT itself. Support new devices, because it looks like it's like I don't actually know how ZigBee works, but it looks like, it seems to me that that it doesn't actually support generic devices. You can't just plug in anything and expect that it would work. It has to be like actually like actual manufacturer and model to be supported in this project. So if I'm doing my what is this? So if I'm doing my might have books chat, not this chat, this chat. I don't need books on that. This is not something you should learn from a book. This is something you should learn from online documentation. What was I saying? Did I actually close? No, here. So I think that that the ZigBee to MQTT project, or maybe just ZigBee in general, doesn't support just any kind of generic device, and it like every single device has to be supported by the software. So if I want to make my own device, like build my own device with just a bare microcontroller, I have to also program the receiver side on this within this ZigBee to MQTT project, within the coordinator. yeah, creating external definition. So maybe I will actually have to also specify the manufacturer and model. And I have the camera over here, and I front door camera, and I have a strong suspicion that they will arrive soon, that the solar panel guys will arrive soon, because like my father is walking around the door and stuff. Yeah, ads. I can see that. Extending the generated external definition. So maybe out of ads. Looks like they are technically still going, or the ad block is still going. And now it should end. Okay, what do I want to do? Right, add manufacturer. I should probably organize this stuff a bit more. So this is Zigbee documentation. Okay. This will come in here. Maybe UC programming and Zigbee. This can go in here. And then receiver side. This can go in here. What is this? This is just a sub page of this website, so I can actually remove that. First, look at seed. Okay, this will be here on ESP32C6. Or rather serious. Okay, what else? This is seed boards. Yeah, this can also go in here. Zigbee application. What is this? This is just the right. You should learn about stuff like that from the documentation, like here. Because this is just well, it's not that up to date, but usually online documentation on this kind of very technical, very actively developed stuff is more up to date. Like the you know, people who are making all of those projects usually are rather writing documentation online rather than books. Yeah, this is just general Zigbee knowledge. Zigbee. This will be in here. So yeah, that's a bit better. And what was I doing? Also, this is to, not this, this to do. And I wanted this. Binary and add manufacturer, add endpoints, set manufacturer and model. In here, and where I'm supposed to put that setup. So just at the very beginning of the setup, like somewhere in here. And manufacturer will be me. And model, maybe test v1. And let's try to upload that. Tools, this is I think correct. Compiling, what? Fun, oh right. This is not supposed to be fun. Just bin. I copied a bit too much. Is it connecting to network now? Oh, I see. I don't see. What? No port configuration changes have been detected. No need to send configure commands. Huh? Not connected. Okay, connecting to network. Is it connected now? Do I have to permit to join? Maybe I have to do the factory reset. how do I do the factory reset? ZB or Zigbee? Zigbee. Oh, it does have LSP, but it doesn't always work. Factory reset. Yeah, it doesn't autocomplete delay. Okay, this is weird. This ID, and also it doesn't have Vim motion, so I wouldn't be able to use it anyway. What is this? Can I stop? Toggle auto scroll. Okay, maybe I can do something like that. Maybe it's not allowed. Maybe it's going into some like reset loop. Connecting to network. Can I remove this? Report problem, remove device. Okay, we are getting somewhere. I already have the model number, model name, and it's unsupported. Wait, what? Manufacturer unsupported? Unsupported. Yeah, so now definition test v1 has not endpoint defined. Okay, looks like this is the next task to do. I can close. Actually, let's save that. Creating pairing. Start testing. So yeah, I don't need this, or this, or this. What is this? It looks like the range. that it has a good connection. It shouldn't have a good connection because it's unplugged. Okay, remove. What is this? The sensor. I'm pretty sure I don't need that. Support new devices. Support new devices. Okay. Do I want to close this? Maybe it can go in here. Now what is this? Oh, right. Support new devices. Is this out of work? Process of adding support for new devices through temporary external converter. Let's see what that is. External converters. Parse messages to and from devices. Okay. Through a temporary external converter. In case you need any help, feel free to open discussion. Before starting, first check if your device is not already supported. It's definitely not already supported, considering the fact that it's a brand new device created a couple of minutes ago. Can be done. Checking changelog. Yeah, sure. Pairing new device. Not supported. Do I actually see this in the logs? Where is successfully interviewed. Successfully interviewed. Device has successfully been paired. Okay, that's in here. Device and manufacturer is not supported. Please follow this page. Okay. Yeah, make sure joining is enabled, otherwise new devices cannot join the network. Creating external definition. And this is not that long, so maybe it won't be that difficult. When pairing an unsupported device, it will attempt to discover features supported by the device. Navigate to exposes. Okay, so I do actually have to localhost. Open this again. Exposes. Link quality. Signal strength. So yeah, it shouldn't have very good signal strength. Test input. Test input, binary input. That seems correct. Navigate to exposes. Tab. See if the expose feature by work by changing if values are reported. Okay, I have to plug this in again. Is this connected? It should be connected. Exposes. Test input, binary input not available. And it should be available because it should change the state every 5 seconds. So looks like this doesn't work. See if it shows features. See if the export features work by checking the values reported or states are controllable in case of alive. Generate external definition. Dev console. Generate external definition. Okay. What next? Generate external definition. By default will map exposed ZigBee clusters to features according to ZigBee's ZCL specification. ZigBee ZCL specification. What is this? Open download it. ZCL. I assume ZigBee cluster library is ZCL. By what am I, why am I writing in the middle in here? I think Zatura broke. Anyway, by binary. Okay, attributes of binary input, basic server cluster. Binary input. Okay, whatever. I don't really need to look into it. By default, external definition, ZCL specification. Of course, if the device does not conform to the specification, it may not work properly at all. If all features work and all expected features are present, you're lucky you can skip to the step 3. Work and all expected features are present. Are they? Extend, automatically generated definition, cluster, select cluster. extend binary, binary name cluster get binary input, report min max change value on value of. I think that's correct. It seems correct. Depending on the device, it may be possible to extend the definition using other motor extends. Wait, what? And you are lucky and you can skip to step 3. And the step 3 is the next step, so I wouldn't call that skipping. If not, you will have to extend the external definition. I have no idea what that means. To extend the generated external definition, you can either... Oh, you can... No, you can skip to step 3. And this is step 3. To extend generated external definition, you can either save the code in the file manually and restart ZigBee to MQTT, or you can use MQTT API to load converter at runtime. Oh, let's see that. External converters. Something ZigBee, something MQTT publishes converters with payloads. Okay, that I can save for later. For more details, actually it's linked on this site, so maybe I don't really need to save that. Configure modern. Okay, to extend generated external definition, you can save the code in the file manually. You can either save the code in a file manually. What file? Parse messages to and from devices, external converters, BRB, okay. It's quite cold in here. Let's turn the AC back on. Is it cold? It's like fairly cold. External provide support for new devices. External converters are stored in data external converters folder and have to export object array matching definition tab. Okay, external converters, my first converter. Let's try to edit that. ZigBee to MQTT, data, external converters, external copy, paste, yes, and let's see, that would be, I think, test v1 dot what? mjs, and I'm supposed to copy this, export default. More examples, model extends. Okay. And then the next step is to restart Zigbee MQTT. How do I restart? Reset broken state. What is the proper way to restart that? Settings? Dashboard? Settings? Not here. Health? Restart. It still doesn't seem to work properly. But now the icon changed. Supported external. Submit converter. I don't want to submit converter. Okay. Add and configure the appropriate modern extents for the device. See previous link. The cluster tab of the device. Cluster tab in front-end lists supported clusters for further analysis. Clusters. Here. Get basic, get identify, get binary input. Once done, trigger the action on the device. If your device is not reporting anything, it could be that device requires additional configuration. Can be done. Configure section. Maybe. What does this? Okay, bool. If no, I can't write like that. Here, here, if this is successful, then serial print ln reported. Maybe reported on and reported off. Yeah, this seems correct. Upload. Reported on. Off. Okay. Interview state. Not available. State? No. Maybe settings, MQTT, base topic. Maybe it is actually publishing something to my MQTT server, to MQTT broker. MQTT. Let's see. Connect. I don't need to subscribe to this anymore. Okay, base topic. Zigbee to MQTT. MQTT / subscribe. Health again. Bridge definitions, bridge groups, devices. It's not publishing anything. Okay. If your device is not reporting anything, it will be additional configuration. This can be done by adding configure section. Similar devices. How do I know which device is similar? No converter available with cluster TS measurement attribute and type attribute report. What does it say in here? Exception while calling from Zigbee converter definition test v1 has not endpoint defined. And it is sending it every 5 seconds. It is showing up every 5 seconds. So maybe it is actually connecting somehow. It is reacting to something. Exception calling from Zigbee converter definition has not endpoint defined. External converters, this Zigbee module, there is no this from Zigbee. Existing, you would use already existing FZ temperature converter from Zigbee, FZ temperature. From Zigbee to Zigbee. Where can I look at other stuff like that? FZ temperature converter, M modern extent, M binary. While calling from Zigbee converter, definition has not endpoint defined. Has not endpoint defined. Binary input 10, state get, endpoint name 10, and this is binary input, right? Binary input. Zigbee to MQTT converter NARI input, external converters, extend temperature, humidity, battery. How am I supposed to know anything from that? Like these are just the model names. It's not categorized by function or anything. Okay, I think converters. I will copy that. URL, this. Okay, where is that? Converter, not here. Here, converters, devices, source, devices, and let's see, binary, copilot instructions, index test, wait, this is source lib. I want like this specific folder, lib exposes, lib, SRC devices, okay. Smart device, binary, from ZigBee, identify binary input. So this, I assume, this all is output. Yes, state, and EV is connected to the charger. So this is definitely input. Let's see. Exposes with description, current charging status, ES state gate, ES state get, local status, A lot of stuff in here. Exposes access. Where was this binary? Okay. Exposes access state true false with description and EV is connected to the charger. Export definition with extends. Zigbee model, vendor description from Zigbee. Okay, let's new pane. And MQTT data converters and my converter. Let's see, exposes, and here is extend. To Zigbee from Zigbee. FZ local. What is FZ local? Lib exposes FZ. FZ local. This seems very complicated. Okay, so this was the temperature sensor. What about this? Battery temperature. Okay, I have to do a bathroom break, so be right back. Okay, I'm back. And yeah, the solar panel guys still didn't come, and they probably won't at this point. Sensor, external converter example. Light sensor, sensor ME. Oh, ME, I assume modern extent. Vendor description, extent, temperature, humidity, battery. And then here I am extending binary. Okay, so I assume this is the old way. What is my problem again? While calling from ZigBee converter, definition test has not endpoint defined. Do this. ZigBee. Let's see this one. And binary. Do I have to define something else in here? Application. Application type constant. Security order, HVAC. Okay, device endpoint number. ZigBee binary, endpoint number, fan switch, set binary input state, report binary input, pin mode, set manufacturer, and add binary input. Add endpoint. I am adding endpoint, right? Add endpoint, yeah. Input description, test input. Do I have test input in here? Dashboard, dashboard. Devices. I came back and you're gone. Yeah, I went to bathroom. Test. Is it showing description somewhere? Yeah, shortest I've ever done. Actually, I do have to end pretty soon, because even though even though the solar panel people didn't come, I did actually made like other plans for like after that, for after all of the stuff with the solar, with the inverter install. Like I have to put on those trims, attach those trims to the wall and all of that, and I have to do this today because everything has to be ready for tomorrow morning. So yeah, I have to go. I have to end anyway, even though it's 11:30 a.m. here. What time is it there? What time is it for me, or standard in Poland? Because for me it's well, you can't see that. For me it's 16:37, so for 4 p.m. 37 minutes, and for like local time in Poland is an hour later. Hour? Yeah, 1 hour later, because this is UTC time. I'm using UTC time. For I also have my phone set to UTC, and that's why I don't follow the daylight savings, because like I have everything set to perfect time for Twitch. I don't follow daylight savings because I have all of the clocks set to UTC, so it never changes. Exposed. This doesn't work. Endpoints. Get binary. Available. Attribute. I don't know what I'm looking at. Okay, sensor, modern extent. Converters from ZigBee. Exposes. Presets, lib exposes. Let's look into that. Converters. Converters what? Just converters? Source? Converters here. From ZigBee. What is this? File check syntax, too many errors, and is disabled. Okay. Binary. Get binary input from SD converter. Get binary input. Type. Attribute report. Anything else? What is this? Biome ignore. K4003C binary input. Input on off. Oh, I wanted to look in here. So yeah, at endpoints, binary output on change. Zigbee begin. Yeah, there is nothing weird in here. Nothing out of the ordinary. And there is nothing that I don't have. In my code. So this is the fully custom. Maybe they actually came. Also, I'll be right back. Okay, they actually came. So now I have to end the stream, like immediately, because they are probably gonna turn off the power. So yeah, that's it for today, and see you on Thursday, because tomorrow is gonna be my day off as always. So yeah, bye.